my gosh. I feel like I'm completely dry. Let's see.
Whoa. Basically completely dry.
The fun of editing.
Get out of here.
That is cold.
There's reality for you. Let's see if you're still dry.
Oh, I'm not dry.
We'll pull those trees right out of the water. You can see how the entire top just blew apart. This is one of the smallest trees I've ever ripped the top out of. You just chipped a plastic shovel?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I owe you a shovel. That's not all we're doing today. We're also going to be doing some extreme stuff, incorporating ladders.
Ladders. I don't like ladders. This job should be interesting. We are going to, number one, pull that tree out of the water. And number two, this one's already leaning hard over the lake. So we're going to fall into the water and we're going to pull it out too.
Wait, what are we doing? I thought we were looking for worms.
Well, we're going to run a line up through this tree onto a pulley, and we'll use that awesome tool way back there, that mini skid steer, and we'll pull this tree out of the water. But that's not the only thing we're doing today. We're taking out this little tree right here, and it's not as simple as it looks because there is a cable line running right through here, right along next to it. So we got the cable line right there, we have a roof right here, there's a house right there. Still deciding how that's going to come down. We'll figure it out once we start it.
There it is.
I might not be ISA certified, but I sure climb like one.
I don't know. I think the tree likes it.
Yeah, I gotta be careful with his face. I don't want him to get mad at me.
The old man in the tree.
Yeah.
Not you, Tim.
Look at that big one that healed over. That's pretty cool. We'll go right up here on the foot ascender. Big old oak, lots of moss. Check out all that moss. That's cool. There's even a big fern growing in it up here. Whew, that's the Pacific Northwest for you. You know what? It's probably high enough. Using the Petzl foot ascender here. It's like quick on, quick off connection, super easy. I like this upward angle of the branch. It's even stronger there. Going right over this main leader right here, out to the tree, and then this will go all the way back down over here to the mini. We'll pull those trees right out of the water. I'll take this end, and we'll just wrap it around this base of this tree without falling into the water, I hope. Because I'll cut the tree off right here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I'm gonna fall in the water. I'm getting off. The roots are really brittle. They're just busting right off. So you can see how why the tree gave way. All of these are just breaking off easily.
We got it hooked up right here to the skid. To that pulley up there. Nice strong lead down there. It's just so we can get a better angle.
Hey Jake, let's see if we can pull this down. I'm just curious.
Pushing on. Ow.
Just a little bit at least. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That tree's gonna want to contact this stump right here. I'm actually cut that lower now that
You got it exposed.
it's exposed. Yeah, let me do that.
Just bang on, right?
That might give us a clearance past the stump right here. That's what we're hoping for.
Awesome.
Nice. Thanks.
We're gonna have to try to get that over the top of the stump right here. There we go, it's coming out now.
Oh, are we gonna hook it up to the pulley now?
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Now we'll process this little tree up, and then we'll fall this one into the water and do the exact same thing.
Cause you're tired of the game that remains until you're undone. I hit the wall.
Short straw. He's gonna catch it. All right, we're all set up here to fall this tree into the water. We got Jake out here that's gonna get the shot if he can. But here we go. We're hooked up to the tree here. Time to fall it. Now we're kind of come across the same issue where when we come to pull this up, that it's going to jab into the shore here. So okay, good. There it is. It's like a charm. We gotta get these sticks out of the water now.
Let's go fishing, fellas.
Maybe with your arms on the side.
Woo.
Want me to launch?
Thanks, yeah. I don't have life insurance though.
You can see how the entire top just blew apart when it hit the water.
We got the Godzilla rake over here. Pulling it all to shore. Thanks, Jake. Oh, you guys are doing a good job. I'm just out here picking up limbs. Don't mind me. I know I've only been out here for an hour and a half, but goes nothing. Is it lunchtime yet?
This thing has been dead for a while. It's got these mushrooms growing on it. It was going into the lake. It was just a matter of time. You know, that actually went really well, kind of just as we planned. We still have this little tree to get out, cable line running right next to it, so we don't want to tag that. If we do, it'll rip it off the house. And we got the roof here and the gutters to contend with, so the challenge isn't completely over with yet. That's more difficult than it looks. Time for me to go back up the tree and get the rigging out. Back up into the tree. All right, rope system's off the tree. Time to go down. Might as well use the machinery and save the back. Hey, we gotta run over this a few more times to try to match it too.
All right, Jake, get that belly over here and step on this.
Mine compared to you.
Dang. We just want to kind of push it back into the ground a little bit. Keep this shoreline a little more stable. All right, those guys are over there bucking up that wood. I'm gonna go up this tree right here and just grab a couple of these limbs that are going into this tree. That way they're not crashing into each other.
Nothing like some good old 500 eye therapy.
And this one I am gonna spur up because this bark is super thick. I'm just kind of tippy-toeing on the outside of this bark right here. Not like digging in, you know, kicking in or anything. I'm actually keeping my body out at a really steep angle so that I'm kind of just standing on the tree versus stabbing into it. I'm just stepping up on it. My spurs aren't even going into the bark. So I'll just get comfortable here in a spot because I'm only taking out two limbs, this limb and this one right here above it. So I'll just move up a little bit. There's my flip line up. Right now I'm just standing in my harness. I'm not even barely touching the tree as it is. So there's a big misconception on spurring up a tree. Like you can dig into it or you can just kind of tiptoe across it, which is what I'm doing. Go up and above a limb. Lots of people out there. Oh, that limb's not strong enough to hold your weight. It is. It's plenty strong enough. I could even test it. Like that's not breaking. Like the limb's not even moving when I'm jumping on it, so it's totally safe. But anyways, first limb, I have a wire running right here. So I just need to get the button to go down through and just kind of just set it down. It's clear of the wire. There it is. I cut this nub off. And then just get this last one right here. Okay, time to go up this little stick. Seems pretty stable. Like I said, there's a wire right here. So I'm just gonna start peeling this thing off as I get up, and we'll see if I rig it down or what makes sense when I'm up there. Doesn't get much smaller than this though, for as far as removals for us. Especially that I have to climb because there's really no space to fall it. These are more scary to me than a big tree because there's like nowhere to step, like to gap in, because it's tiny. It's like being at the top of a big tree, you know?
I'd say that's about the size. That one tree my first tree I climbed is probably like, I don't know, about that size.
Oh really?
Maybe.
Well, that's really soft. I might actually put my climb line around this just to be more secure, because this thing is soft wood and this thing is moving a lot. Watch, hey, this will be the tree that gets me. I really don't want to gaff out though. I'll put this climb line on so I don't have to worry about that.
Don't cut your rope.
What'd you say?
Don't cut your rope again.
Wait, what do you mean again? I've never cut my rope. What? Yeah, I did have an incident where I cut a rope. It wasn't my climb line rope. It wasn't this one. It wasn't this one either. It was a rigging rope. It's on YouTube right now. It's kind of blowing up. I think it's done like...
Whoa. Is your name Tom Cruise?
I felt the tree moving. I thought you were like, whoa, the tree's moving like it was going over.
Your eye got...
It did. I was like, oh, I'm going for a ride. I'm like feeling this tree, looking at the base, seeing if the ground's moving at all. I don't see that it is. But when a tree moves this much, it doesn't make you feel good, you know? It doesn't give you confidence in the tree, that's for sure. That was right over the wire, guys. It was intense. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. I'm gonna cut a little bit more, probably just handsaw from here. I'm gonna leave some nubs on the tree so that when I do flip line above it, it's even more to catch the flip line. I've had so many people comment and be like, oh, you can't use a chainsaw over your head, or you can't even use it at chest level. It's gotta be below chest level. Like, bro, do you even cut down trees? There's a lot of situations where that can't happen. Jake's encouraging me just to send a top, just to put it on their deck over there. We can go up higher on this one still. Until it seems sketch. I like to climb until it's sketch. And then I'm like, okay, time to stop. And this is pretty small. Like, it's about as big as on tops I usually go, so I'm gonna cut more limbs here, and then I'm gonna be limited to going any higher. I'm probably gonna have to rig this top down because it's leaning out towards the house. So for me to go, this is the only safe direction, and for me to go that way, they'd have to put a pull line in it, and then I'm gonna be kind of in the way of it, so I'll probably just rig this top down. Yeah, it's got like some dog leg out towards the house, which is more weight out there, you know? It'd be nice to cut some of that weight off of it. The more weight I can get off of this, the better. What kind of always comforts me when I'm at the top of a tree is thinking on a really windy day how much the treetops sway.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it more than that. To account for my additional weight to it. This is one of the smallest trees I've ever rigged a top out of. But it's necessary because there's just nowhere to go with it. We're blocked here, there's a cable wire, there's the roof. There's no drop zone here, so it has to be rigged. And unfortunately also, we can't let it run because everything's right here. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a ride, but that's all right. Got it. I could probably peel this so it comes down even more slow. It's not going to peel past this sling. It's not enough weight, so I'm just going to back cut it and let it slowly come over because we don't want it to run. That's good. Let out just a hair. Okay, that's fine. I want it to hang, so. In fact, actually I need it to go out. I might actually face cut this because I need it to go out here and not towards this wire. I'm gonna put a face cut in it actually. Change my mind. Because it does kind of lean towards the wire. The wire goes this direction almost in its drop path. I'll do a small face cut out here. Ooh. Perfect. All right, make sure we're clear of that wire before you lower it. Yep. It looks good on my side. Yep. And then the gutter's next to look at.
It's just standing right now.
Oh, that was perfect, right where we wanted it, right here. Cleared the limb, cleared the wire. It didn't hit the roof. Now you can see, even with that small top, how much space it takes up once it's on the ground. There's no way to fence a top, just free falling it. Awkward to balance on. It's like being at the top of the tree. It's like the same training. Literally what it's like being at 100 feet. This is exactly how I would do it, even though I'm only 25 feet off the ground. It's the same exact process as if you're at 125 feet. Now, for all you commenters that always give me such a hard time about being double tied in when I'm cutting, look, I'm double tied in. But honestly, it's just because I don't have good footing. I don't want to lose my, I don't want to gaff out. Meow. Oops. We got Eric that time. Got him right in the shin. I'm gonna take all the slack out too, that if I do fall, I ain't gonna be so far. Here we go. All right. They already chipped all these limbs up, but there's some more to go over here. What was that?
It was the plastic shovel.
You just chipped the plastic shovel?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I owe you a shovel.
How'd that happen?
I was just pushing like the stuff up into the wheels and it just caught the edge of it and sucked it in.
Did you get it on camera?
No.
I guess we just lost the plastic shovel through the chipper. There's a piece of it. We'll have to maybe look in here and see if we can find pieces of it. Yeah, there's pieces of it all over the place.
You see it?
Yeah. That's the result. That's what it looks like when that happens. That thing does not care if a plastic shovel goes through it. It's gonna chip it just like it does everything else.